Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the review. Today we're going to talk about the Jazwares Spartan collection, Arbiter. The Arbiter. Everybody, the Arbiter. Um, yes, I actually didn't expect this. Shout out to Toy Bro, shout out to Paternia, who posted it on Twitter that it was in stock, so I took the chance and I bought it, and it actually showed up the next day. I've been goofing off with it. I actually showed it off in the live as well, too. Having a good time playing with it, but Jazwares, I think that one of the biggest issues that I've had with at least the Spartan collection, this is me personally, my joints are either extremely tight or extremely loose. And with Arbiter, mine came extremely loose. It's almost like it was one of those QC presses that just, it barely made the QC because mine is like a wobbly mess. Look at that. So with issues with standing, like sometimes, like because it's really hot in the summer, it'll be one of those things where it could fall down at any time. So I'm hoping that he doesn't fall a lot during this video. But I wanted to show you like mine had issues because I'm going to put some Kikis or use the lemon pledge technique, whichever works, after this, so I can get some cool photos out of it, because I'm not gonna sit here and deprive myself of cool photos. Now, as far as the look, I really like it. It may blend a little too much into this background, but I've got a lot going on right now. But I really, really like the sculpting on the Jazwares Arbiter. And considering we haven't gotten an Arbiter from anybody else, I'm just gonna enjoy what I have here. Because for what it is, for the 30 bucks that it is, you get something that's really big, you get something that's really sculpted really well, but it's just kind of like a wobbly mess. But overall, very much enjoyment. So let's talk about our movement. Now, we have a proper leg movement, so we can extend these legs. We do get a thigh swivel as well, and this is about as far out as we can extend out. So as you can see, from the crunch leg to now, there is a big difference. It actually adds a nice bit of height. This has him competing with like the NECA predators in terms of height, right? So if we stand him straight up, like I said, mine's gonna lean forward, unfortunately, because of the wobbly leg area. But you can just see how much taller he gets. Even if I just put like an SHF, you can see the difference already, right? And then you'll see him later with Master Chief, because I have him over here, but he's out of my reach. So we'll do that in a second. But yeah, the leg armor is really nice. I do wish that he did come with a head that, that didn't have his mask on. That would have been really, really nice. But the sculpting on the head is actually really phenomenal. Like, actually, let's see if we can get a nice zoom in there. There we go. It's really nice. And then this is soft plastic, so you see that there is a real sculpt under there. That means that it's probably glued on to an actual sculpt on top of that. So that means if you want to take it off, that's up to you. Our midsection area, it's you can see our hunching right there. We can rotate a little bit side to side, but as you can see, if you're not careful right here, you can cause some bunching and some damage there. So you have to be very careful. I'm gonna take mine apart, like I said, to tighten that up. We have a really nice movement going up, but on the armored arm, we're gonna face a small issue of not being able to get higher than that armor plating. But we do have bicep swivel, and we have a double joint. And look, I knocked down I knocked down my camera by accident, so I did not mean to do that. There we go, right? We have a double joint here as well, but this one folds in a lot better for obvious reasons. Our legs can go about this far out. We do have a knee swivel. Like I said, we rotate in, and then we have this nice ball joint that goes backwards. So again, the placement of articulation is actually in a really nice spot, but because he can't hold his weight in that waist area, it's going to be a wobbly mess. This is actually even a secondary waist swivel, but mine is way too tight. That's the one thing that's way too tight. But again, I really like this sculpt. If we can get this in like a different color, like the not worn color, like the other ones, if we can get other ones, oh man, I would love that. But I'm pretty sure, hopefully this guy will like prove that they can do more. There we go. Nice little like looking down on a person, like if he was a normal human. See, this is why they go really well. This would go really well with both Valaverse and G.I. Joe. So as you can see here, look at them all foxed up, looking pretty cool. Now, I do want to talk about the accessories, so I'm going to get into that. So let's do that. So accessory-wise, Arbiter is, I really like what Arbiter came with, but I'm a little like, I really wish we didn't choose like the soft plastic. But again, these are children's toys, so I shouldn't be complaining about that. But my soft plastic warped a little too easily, even in package. I'm actually going to cut out this excess too, so that way for photos. So I want to make sure you know it comes like this, but I'm going to cut out my excess so I can enjoy the plasma sword as it is. One of my favorite weapons. It's going to fit into this hand, and it's going to be the hand that you see with the opening here. Just make sure you know. Let's leave them like that. Then we have an open palmed hand. Same over here on our other side, which is non-armored. You will get a fist hand. You see I have another fist hand over there. You will get a rifle holding hand. This is very important for the rifle holding hand, because I do believe it also shows that he can use the other weapons. And I wish I had more Spartan collection weapons, but trying to get this line has been really rough for me because it just doesn't show up in stores at all. And then we have this the plasma rifle. So it's soft enough that you can open up the hand and line it up, which I'm doing a terrible job at on camera, but don't judge me. Don't judge me. But oh, I had it lined up. Why did I do that? There we go. So as you can see, we have our rifle here. And, you know, a little paint job would really like spice this up. And I'm totally happy with what we have here. Lastly, we have another open palmed hand. But yeah, as you can see, it does come with a nice batch of stuff. I believe it was like 34 bucks. But yeah, it just needs to work on that whole QC thing being really loose. I'm going to fix mine up. But overall, as a Halo fan, very excited with what we're getting so far. Super duper happy. So yeah, I need to figure out what happened to my Spartan collection so I can try to put that in the size comparison. So let's jump into that right now. All right, we got our boy standing up. First things first, let's compare him to our 1000 Toys Master Chief, right? Oh, and I do have an edit because I forgot to, well, not an edit, but something I want to add. I forgot to talk about the fact that he does have toe pivot. It's really nice. It's individual toe pivot on each foot, so I want to add that in. So there we are with our 1000 Toys Master Chief. Mine has been repainted, just in case you're wondering why it is a darker green with the black wash and dirty. And then here we are with our fellow Jazwares 6-inch, right? This guy is going to have some trouble standing. I've always had some issues with him standing. But overall, there we go. And these guys look pretty good. I know Chief is supposed to be bigger, especially for some people's liking. But size-wise, I guess I'm okay with this because I believe Arbiter at one point was the same size as Chief. And this is him standing up completely on his hind legs. But the beefiness of it is really nice, and it looks really cool for a team up. So if I duck him down, he'll be a little bit closer to Chief. Let's actually try that without him falling, right? Because my looseness is up there. So we're gonna try to get him to hunch over, get that head out a little bit for that classic Sangheili pose. And as you can see, my torso wise, he won't stay, but he is a little bit closer to Chief this way. It looks a little bit better. So let's take our guys away. If you want to do some other crossover stuff, make it look crazy, here he is next to a Clan Elder Predator, right? So as we know, as I stood him up before, he was a little bit taller, so we know we have that. Here we are with a Wasp Raider from Valiverse. Let's get you there without falling. Then we have Evil Sensei Itami from Foosh Toys, right? Looking good, guys. Let's take these guys away ever so briefly. Then we have a Zaymot from G.I. Joe Classified. Then we have a Mezco Me. Looking pretty good here. I like where this is going, right? Let's take these guys away. Then we will do... Oh, here we are with a Mythic Legions. And then last but not least, my main man, SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Kuga, to round off the show. But yeah, man, like, I like this toy, but the wobbliness is gonna frustrate me. I won't front, because even during the review, it got a little frustrating. But that doesn't mean I won't continue to see where it goes. Oh, I did forget Marvel Legends. So there we go with our Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best to add some parts to him where basically it's like I'm gonna use. Oh, I have it here actually because I brought it in. So I'm actually gonna try the Kiki's loose joint fix. I got it off of eBay, so that's what I'm gonna use to tighten up my joints. So I'm gonna let it sit overnight, tighten up those joints in the legs and the waist area, so I can get me some Sangheili goodness. If you have questions, comments, concerns, as always, you can find me through my website if you really want your questions answered. But if not, I'm gonna let my wife read the comments and try to get back to me so I can do some Q&A, right? But as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying. Thank you again to Paternia and Toy Bro who had that link and I happened to see it. And as always, please guys, be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.